the Bree Show.
So yeah, Tory, just watch who you call your friends, and Meg, you know, just watch the people that you have around you, okay, that you know, associate themselves with you based off what you have, okay, and you know, and making moves out of just trying to get some type of attention back on yourself, okay, and getting those warlike energies, okay, or when they feel like the spotlight is not on them anymore, okay, whoever they're dating, okay, or whatever, if they feel like this person, you know, is giving more attention to other people, because again, Leo is all about attention. So if they feel like, you know, their partner or whatever is giving way more attention and things like that, and appreciation to other people, other females and stuff like that, you know, they're definitely gonna put on a show, because that's what Leo ultimately is all about, like putting on a show. And with all this goddamn Leo, and that's why I said they both like that, really. I mean, Meg just goes a little more extreme with it, I feel like, because she does have that Mars in Leo, and Mars literally rules, you know, power, you know, anger and aggression and things like that. So, you know, it makes more sense, you know what I'm saying? And then her Mars conjunct his sun, Venus, Mercury. So even then too, like they probably might like argue a lot, or like they may, you know, have been able to really just like I said in the beginning, understand each other and be able to relate to each other, or have, you know, the way they obviously think and communicate, or just the way he thinks and communicates, and then, you know, how she thinks and communicates, or, you know, how she expresses herself. It's like that, you know, it's a balance there, because they're opposites. But at the same time, you know, especially with that like I said, that conjunction there with her Mars and Moon conjuncting his Venus, okay, and Mercury. You know, there's probably a lot of arguments going on too with them, okay, especially when a motherfucker's pride got hurt, okay, our feelings got hurt or something like that, or a motherfucker felt like, hey, you ain't giving me enough attention, or you giving this motherfucker more attention than me, okay, especially with Megan, because again, she got that Mars conjunct Moon, okay, and then Leo at that, okay, so she probably was very quick to just act, or just very impulsive, okay, even just down to her anger, okay, she might have anger issues sometimes, or just be very extreme at times, okay, and that may be why she does, you know, drink liquor a lot, because I know she always be having a bottle or something, or talking about like cognac, or, you know, liquor and shit, alcohol, you know, and especially with that Aquarius energy again, okay, Aquarius, like I said, ruled by Uranus, it can be very extreme, which means that even down to, you know, if you're Aquarius or you have a lot of Aquarius energy, okay, you can literally, like, wherever you have it at, you can be very extreme in that area, okay, okay, or just with the way you may go about, you know what I'm saying, you know, certain things, so yeah, you know, she can be very extreme in her emotions, okay, when she feels something, she feels it, baby, she feels it, you know, and she will definitely let it be known. So it's just, I like, y'all, it's honestly like, I just feel like with them, you know, and whatever the situation may have been, You know what I'm saying? It was probably just a lot of emotions going on, especially if liquor and drugs and all of that was involved. Okay, I just feel like it was just a lot of emotional chaos, really. That was happening. You know what I'm saying? That was going on, and I don't know if it was like a full moon at that time or a new moon or something. In Aries, but the moon was in Aries. Okay, which does bring out the emotions in you, you know what I'm saying, which does bring out, you know, anger and passion, and you know, just people's personal feelings and personal like vision, you know, like towards something. And if a motherfucker's vision, you know what I'm saying, about you or a relationship or a situation ain't really, you know, positive, you know, it might lead to, you know, a catastrophic moment. And just Aries in itself, you know, it can be very quick and impulsive, okay, and you know, burn bridges, okay. And just as quick as Aries can initiate things and build things, Aries energy can be just as quick to burn that shit and you know, basically knock it down, okay. So it's not just about Aries, like just if you're like an Aries sun or moon, but just the Aries energy in itself. So but just in regards to their situation, wherever they have Aries in their chart, okay, or just wherever, you know, they're squaring, okay, Aries is squaring in their chart or opposing, this is where, you know, this is where they would struggle with, definitely, especially when it comes to, you know, their feelings and emotions and what they want to react on, basically, what they feel emotionally reactive to. And yeah, and so the moon and Mars was squaring her sun and Mercury, and his and Tory Saturn, okay, which is all in Aquarius. So the way that he sees, the way that Tory sees, you know, the way that Tory sees reality, okay, or at least tries to maintain reality or discipline, okay, is when it comes to, you know, his friends and associations, okay, who he is associated with, okay, who he is, you know, networking with and connected with, okay. Aquarius is all about connection, but it's in Saturn. So he actually, you know, he may actually, now this clearly could be something that he's overcame, you know, since he is in the position he's in as far as his career and stuff. But at the same time, he may still, you know, too struggle with that, especially with those oppositions in his chart. You know, he may also struggle with sometimes when it comes to having that discipline and having certain boundaries when it comes to his friends or his associates, okay, and people he does know. And it, you know, he may have, you know, certain connections to or business relationships to, or just like I said, just associates or whatever, people he may know of. You know, he may struggle, you know, at times with you know, setting those boundaries, you know, with those people and with his connections, okay. He may you know, make things that shouldn't be personal, okay. And that may have been the situation with him and Megan, okay, and why it went wrong, you know. And he has Chiron and Leo, okay. So, you know, that it may have been that type of thing, like he probably shouldn't have made their relationship, you know, romantic. You know what I'm saying? He probably should have, or may not, he probably shouldn't have mixed the two, you know, more so. Like he either, y'all, we're gonna be involved and be exclusive and serious with each other, okay, especially with her having all that earth energy, you know what I'm saying. She needs something that, she needs a relationship that especially with her having Venus and Capricorn, she needs a relationship that she can feel grounded in. She needs a relationship with someone who is serious, you know what I'm saying, and you know, someone also that can you know, teach her discipline and teach her, you know, how to how to you know, handle her business and shit like that, and not always just in an extreme way, or you know what I'm saying, or in just like a destructive way. Okay. You know, but he may not be like that all the time, you know what I'm saying, or he may struggle with that. Okay, especially with all that fire in his chart and stuff, you know, he may not be that person, you know. But if that's, you know, if they were messing around, whatever, or she did want things to be serious, or whatever the case may be, you know, or just whatever. And also too, Venus and Capricorns, you know, when they you know, when they have feelings for somebody, they really have feelings for somebody, you know what I'm saying. They're not the type of people that just like fall for anybody, you know what I'm saying, or just love anybody. You know, they're very serious and structured, and because Capricorn is very precise and calculated, and you know, Capricorn is more so like a cage too. Sagittarius is like all about freedom, but Capricorn is more so about caging things in. Okay. So that's why I said when they really like love somebody or have feelings for someone, okay, that is serious for them. Okay. So if he, you know, if he was showing you know, that he wasn't too serious, or if he just always played around, you know, or even just when it came to his friends or social groups, especially with that moon in Gemini, you know, he probably was a flirt too. Okay. And then he got his Mars conjunct in his Gemini. He probably was a flirt too. Okay. Or just you know, he could go overboard sometimes when it comes to you know, even just sex. Like he might even be the type of person that always wants to have sex or something, or make like his friendships sexual. You know what I'm saying? Like he may struggle too, just like her, you know, with his impulses. But it may not be more so with his anger, but it may just be more so with you know, like his sexual impulses, or you know, because Gemini too can be very sexual, you know what I'm saying, just fluid. But it also is, Gemini also rules, you know, like your friendships, okay, and your surroundings and people, you know, kind of close with you. So with that Mars conjunct and Moon there, you know, he may be a little aggressive sometimes, or he may, you know, go overboard sometimes with trying to like push his feelings out. Okay. His sex, or like his sexual urges and his feelings, you know what I'm saying, out when it comes to his friends and things like that. You know, he may always be like sexually attracted, you know, to people that should just be friends. Okay. That he should just be friends with, literally. And that may have been the situation with Megan, and I think they were talking about something like Megan's friend was involved, and he was messing with her friend too. So y'all see what I'm saying? Like, this shit is really real. And Gemini, that 3 energy, also deals with connection. Okay, so it also makes sense too. Like, Tory probably is the type literally to sleep with a girl, and then her friend, and then her friend's friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, he may literally be like that type. And then Neptune, okay, remember at that time, okay, when that incident happened, was in Pisces. So the Neptune was opposing his Jupiter. His Jupiter is in Virgo. So the way that, you know, he you know, gains his personal experiences, he learns in his personal experiences and gains wisdom and stuff like that, and where he teaches that or whatever, or how he does it, is in a Virgo like way. Okay, so you know, he also kind of similar to Meg, but you know, but because he has Saturn in Aqua, you know, he may struggle a little bit with how he sees reality, or being realistic, especially again when it comes to his friends and his associates. Okay. But yeah, so with that Jupiter and Virgo, okay, how, you know, how he goes amongst his experiences, okay, or his teacher energy or whatever, you know, it's about it's in regards to reality by it being Earth, okay, but he also, you know, is able to, is mutable, so he's also able to, you know, change and adapt to, you know, what makes sense, and also making sense of, you know, others, okay, or other things, okay, and even just Virgo being ruled by Mercury, okay, it's all about thinking and communication, okay. It's very quick, but Virgo don't like being in Jupiter, okay? So he may even struggle at times with his communication, literally, okay? He does have Mercury in Leo, okay, conjunct his sun. So, you know, he like and I think I said this earlier, he can be a smart ass at times. You know, he can have a very smart mouth, or just always feels like he knows it all, or always feels like, you know, he knows something someone else doesn't, or, you know, just kind of just like this. And he very much will, you know, be very intelligent, okay, you know, are just very very creative, okay, as well, similar to Megan, okay. um you know, but he definitely, you know, I feels like takes very personal, or probably thinks a lot, or just worries a lot, just when it comes to, you know, his probably like past experiences or the things that he's went through. And especially just with that situation that happened with them, you know, that night, you know, like, you know, he probably, especially just depending on how close they were in their bond, um you know, because Virgo can be very sentimental, you know, Virgo can be, even though, like, yes, Virgo can be harsh sometimes, and the critic, but at the same time too, you know, Virgo is feminine energy, and, you know, Virgo can be very sentimental as well, and just like that humble energy, okay. So he may, like, even though how he may talk and express himself, it may come off as very prideful, just with that Leo energy. It's just Leo. But when it comes to his personal, you know, his spirituality, or just his own personal experiences and changes, and you can even, like, even when he, like, in some of his songs and like the album he made, okay, about Megan and the situation, like, he talked about God a lot, and just, you know, his spirituality a little bit, and things like that, okay. You know, so shit like that, it makes sense, you know. He probably very much is connected, you know. He probably does pray a lot, or, you know, does like his own personal experiences and things that happen in his life, you know. He likes to make, he likes to try to make sense out of these things all the time, you know. He likes to see the reality in it, you know, or at least that's what he may go out and talk about or teach, you know what I'm saying, you know, to other people, or just in his music and his songs and things like that, okay. He likes to teach and talk about reality and real shit that's going on, you know what I'm saying, or that he's experienced, you know. And that may be where they kind of, you know, clash, because you know, Meg, she got that, you know, they Jupiter square each other at that, and, you know, and Jupiter and Sagittarius, they also, you know, are known, they can, like I said, they can be very extreme, to the point that they can lie, you know, or let's not say lie, but they can tell stories, okay, because Sag also rules storytelling, okay. They are the storytellers, okay, Jupiter. So she, and especially with that Leo energy, now she can be the type of person that may story tell a little bit, or may over exaggerate like a situation. So it may not be necessarily that she just is a liar, okay, but it may be that, especially heavily when it goes into who she communicates with, who she is surrounds herself with, because she's an Aquarius and her Mercury is an Aquarius. So it's heavily her feelings and emotions, her actions, okay, is going to heavily have to do with who she's communicating with, who she surrounds herself with, okay? Even her down to her team and her friends and her acquaintances. They're going to also have a lot to do with the shit that she may, you know, express, or the thing, you know what I'm saying, the shit that she may talk about in the public, okay? And just by her, again, having that Jupiter and Sag, it trines her Mars and her moon in Leo. So she, you know, she may tell stories at times. She may be a storyteller, okay, or just over exaggerate things, okay, at times. Again, especially if she's a person that kind of struggles with seeing reality for what it is, or dealing with reality for what it is. Because, you know, a lot of times people with Neptune and Capricorn can struggle with really dealing with reality. But once they learn how to deal with reality, you know what I'm saying, they good. But it kind of especially, you know, when you're younger and shit, and still learning, obviously, you know, these people can struggle with, you know, how they deal with reality. Now, I'm not gonna say see reality, because I feel like these people, they know how to they know how to see shit for what it is, but more so just deal with it, okay? And how they, like, if they really deal with it, how they face it. Because Neptune, again, deals with the dreams and illusions, okay? So, you know, these people don't really like to deal with reality, because Capricorn is a very realistic sign, and Neptune isn't, you know what I mean? So that's where that struggle may come in, okay? And she can go overboard or extreme sometimes with how she may see things, or how something may have happened or appeared, you know, for her, but that may not have actually been what was going on, okay? And then she does have Saturn in Pisces as well, okay, which opposes Tory's Jupiter in Virgo. Okay, so how she sees reality and deals with reality is in obviously a very unrealistic, you know, in a way, in a very dreamy, like, you know, way, okay. You know, she obviously is the type of person that dreams a lot, or tries to make sense of her illusions and her fantasies, um and things like that, okay. But also too, that may be where she struggles with discipline. That may be where she struggles with having boundaries, okay, when it comes to um illusions. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to her fantasies, when it comes to even just like, even just like, when it comes to her dealing with her feelings and emotions, okay, and changing them, especially by her being a fixed air sign, okay, a fixed sign, okay. Like, she may struggle with that, you know, with um you know, dealing with her feelings and emotions, okay. You know, she might be the type of person, again, that doesn't like to deal with reality, or doesn't really like to deal, you know, with deep shit, okay, especially with Saturn being in Pisces. You know, if she is the type of person that, you know, hasn't learned her lessons yet, because Saturn is all about like karma and lessons, okay. So if she hasn't, you know, especially with her Saturn squaring her Jupiter, you know, she might have this is maybe where she struggles at, okay, or she has, you know, some obstacles, okay, or tension here, you know, when it comes to how she makes sense of things, how she makes sense of her reality, how she builds her reality, where she needs, you know, more boundaries and discipline, you know, with you know, her personal experiences and teachings, and even just down to what she believes she knows, or things like that, okay. I think she be talking about how she, you know, um you know, because everybody know her for the girl that, you know, graduated, or the college girl and things like that, which also makes sense with that Venus and Cap energy, You know, they like to be known, okay, for realistic shit, you know, worldly things, you know, and their accomplishments as well, their goals and achievements, okay? So that also makes sense why she broadcasts that a lot as well, or she just takes a lot of pride into that. But also too, you know, her having Saturn in Pisces and Venus in Cap, ultimately that does help her, you know, with her fantasies and illusions. Now it can, and it, you know, it can be shit that she lies on. It could be shit that, you know, she may literally make up, or, you know, just be a little bit over dramatic about, or may not see the full reality of it. But just by that being a sextile, okay, it's like those energies mesh good together. You know, they support, you know, or kind of help each other out at the end of the day. So, you know, she can easily like be restrictive when it comes to other people's like dreams, imagination and creativity, right? She can bring that karma into other people's lives, having Saturn in Pisces, okay? And easily, like, but she'll still get that support by having that sextile there in Capricorn when it comes to her business and career and things like that, okay? So yeah, so just them, you know, in itself, and they synastries and stuff like that, you know, it makes sense, y'all. And I don't want to make this video too long, but I just wanted to go, you know what I'm saying, dive a little bit into that and just the energies that was going on, and also just their own personal energies. And also too, they both have Uranus and Capricorn, okay? So both, just like him, I was saying, you know, same thing with Megan, okay? So the way she you know, she tries to be unique and original and rebel, okay, has to do with her business, okay, and her career and her public image and her status, okay, and her goals and achievements, okay, and what she's known for, her reputation and all that, okay? That is, you know, that's how she tries to, you know, obtain, you know, or where she does rebel, okay, or wants to be seen as unique and original and things like that, okay, when it comes to, you know, her business and her career and her status, just like Tory, okay? So also too, that can be where they kind of, you know, how they clash and stuff, also just being opposite signs at that, because again, you know, when she gets into the mood or to the energy of, you know, she feels like, especially again, and especially is, she's gonna be influenced heavily by who she knows, who she's associated with, who she's friends with, okay, with that Aquarius energy. And when people start talking in her ear, or when she start feeling like, you know, hey, this person is getting more attention than me or recognition than me, she may definitely, you know, start to react, you know, and feel like, okay, well, now I gotta show off more of, you know, or now I gotta go harder when it comes to what I want to be known for and my goals and my achievements and stuff like that. And if that means, especially with that that Mars conjunct the moon, and then she got that Venus in Capricorn conjunct Uranus in Cap, okay, she can definitely, like, if that means shitting on somebody else, okay, she'll do it, okay? It can very much well mean those energies. I'm just saying, if that, even down to her own friends and associates, being that Aquarius energy, like, if that means shitting on, you know, her own friends, or or even kind of, you know, like almost like that competition energy, like, you know, she will get down with it, you know what I'm saying? If, you know, if she feel like there's some competition, or if she feel like, you know, hey, the spotlight need to come back on me a little bit, she will do that, you know what I'm saying? And she will go above and beyond to show people, hey, you know, this is who I am, or this is, you know, hey, I'm a hot girl, or hey, I'm a school girl, hey, this and this and that and that. And even just with that, you know, her having that Uranus and Capricorn too, ultimately, yes, it does help her out and support her, because it kind of, it this is what she makes and kind of forces people to pay attention to, you know, especially with that Aquarius energy too, and what she is associated with. Okay, it kind of takes people's minds off of the situation that happened with Tory and all of that, and it makes people, okay, her fans, pay more so attention to what she is associated with, what she has built for herself. Okay, but Tory, okay, especially having that Gemini energy, baby, you know, for him, you know, he got to fight a little more. It's a little bit more struggle, because Gemini is all about that gossip, okay? And it's Aquarius is more about the people and things like that than Gemini is, okay? Gemini is a little bit more selfish. So you know, like that may be too as to why, you know, it kind of it was like, for a while, you know, it was like she was getting more support, okay, or more people were on her side. It was just, I don't know, it was like she instantly just got way more support and things like that from the people, from the public, than he did. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight for it more so, and you know, he had to it was just a lot more just pertaining to gossip, okay, and lies, or just a lot of talking and things like that going on, you know, in regards to him, and how people looked and viewed him, and his you know, his business, you know what I'm saying, or his position, you know, his public image and things like that, okay? And especially the sun being in Cancer, it was opposing both of their Uranuses, okay? You know, but at the same time, you know, it really just goes back into, you know, it's like who has the most support. And you know, at the time, you know, I mean, it's still kind of you know, Megan had the most support, okay, especially just with her energies, okay, all that Cap and Aqua energy, okay, and then she got that Moon, Mars, and Leo, Jupiter and Sag, okay, which means that she can be a very good storyteller. She can be someone who really just knows how to sell a good story, or tell even a good lie. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying she completely lied. I feel like, you know, the motherfuckers, obviously, that y'all already know, the shadow government and everything, they put this shit together. You know what I'm saying? They know how to put shit together, and at the end of the day, these celebrities is nothing but pawns, and that's just what it is, okay? And the motherfuckers that's owning these labels and all this shit, you know, they just be pulling the strings like puppets, okay? But ultimately, you know, I feel like when it, like, all this Cap energy, and just think about it too, Megan Tory is on his own, okay? Tory's on his own. He is a single artist. He's an independent artist. Megan is signed to a label, which means she has almost like a whole force behind her, okay? He does not. She does. So all that Cap energy, okay, she's able to use almost to triumph him, because at the time, okay, you know, it's like, because again, Cap is about business and structure, okay, and public image and things like that, okay? So if she is in the position to where, you know, she has much more support and things like that than he does, then she instantly can, you know, use that to oppose him, okay, or anybody else who may not have as much of a status or support, okay, you know, when it comes to those things like public image and what you're known for and all of that stuff, like she does, okay? It would be very easy for her to, you know, kind of you know, to oppose them, or, you know, to kind of compete, to compete with them, because she has a lot more support and things like that, and people that are, you know, behind her, okay? And again, and just by the public, okay, Aquarius also rules, you know, the public and, you know, just humanitarian energy, okay? So she can, you know, just easily how she expresses herself, how she thinks and talks and communicates, okay? You know, it shows that, you know, she comes off as friendly or just a people person, okay? Or just someone that, you know, people feel like they can connect with, okay? And then she uses her goals, okay, and achievements and worldly shit, like aka going to school and stuff like that, okay, to that's how she manifests, you know, the love and the attention and things like that in her life in regards to her, you know, obviously her position and where she's at now, okay. And Tory, you know, his is more so, you know, but he got Venus and Leo, and then he got that moon conjunct Mars and Gemini, and things like that. So you know, and again, he's an independent artist, he's not signed to a label, okay. So he, you know, even down to because like I was saying earlier, like he could be the type of person that he may not know how to control his sexual impulses when it comes to his friends and things like that, or wanting to have sex with people he should just keep as friends or just platonic, okay. But at the same time, this could just be these could be the type of people that he attracts. You know what I'm saying? This could be also the type of energies that he may attract and deal with too. Like people that are power hungry, or people that always want to be the center of attention, okay? People that always want attention, always seeking attention or power, okay? Because Venus and Leo, you know, especially with the sun conjuncting here, you know, this could definitely attract you know, this could definitely attract people here who love power, or just who love to be seen, who love to be in the spotlight, power hungry people, okay. And that may even been what attracted him and Megan to each other, okay. But one person may just have been a little bit more power hungry than the other, I'm just saying. And then again, Gemini deals with like scandals and gossip, okay, and things like that, okay, and just talking, communicating your surroundings and close friends and siblings and shit like that, okay. So and then that sextiles, you know, his Venus and his Mercury, okay, and his Sun, you know. So for him, okay, I feel like definitely when it comes to, you know, and also too, you know, he may have, especially with that Gemini energy and it being in Mars conjuncting his moon, okay, like when I feel like even with people he get close to, like this may be him, but this also again may be the people that he attracts into his life. Like he also may even just struggle with like literally friendships. I think I already said that before, okay. Are just people like that literally may just flip on him, people that literally may turn on him, because again, that Gemini is two sides to it, okay. And Gemini energy also is known for like that flipping and seeing both sides. So he may literally like attract people into his life that like literally flip on him, okay, or literally like are two-faced almost, okay, with him. All right. But also too, you know, he can utilize, you know, his close, you know, his friends or his, you know, his cousins, okay, or his surroundings, or just information that he knows, okay, and even down to gossip, okay, and shit like that. But just like more so just information that he knows, information that he has, he and especially his surroundings, okay, or people that he knows are familiar with, also can help him too when it comes to, you know, his you know, setting the stage for himself and what it is he values and appreciates, okay, and how he wants to be seen and things like that, and how he expresses himself, okay. His friends can definitely, you know, help him with that, or you know, just the information that he knows, okay, the resources and the information he knows or he has, okay, it can definitely help him in regards to just justice, or, you know, just setting the stage, and you know, how he wants to be seen for himself, you know, how he wants to you know, show his art or his creativity, okay. So yeah, you know, but hey, okay. And then North Node in Sag, he got North Node in Sag, and then she got North Node in Scorpio. Ooh, excuse me. So his North Node was opposing the North Node at the time going on. The North Node was in Gemini at the time, okay. His North Node was opposing that, okay. And it was in the South Node, okay. So where he's going, or at least his actions and things like that in this life that he needs to be taking, or the direction, you know, he going is, you know, is all about you know, his personal experiences and wisdom, and you know, reaching beyond just you know, what it is you're just used to or comfortable with, okay. Going outside of just familiarity and only just information, or just what you can see or touch, okay, or just data. But Sag is about actually, you know, wisdom and learning from experiences, and actually going out and learning, okay, these things. And also, you know, spirituality, okay, similar to Pisces. You know, and Sag is also the teacher, the guru, okay. It's ruled by Jupiter. So, you know, but at the same time, you know, that was opposing the North Node, you know, at the time, okay. So you know, he you know, he probably, you know what I'm saying, was in energies of, okay, you know, you know, he may feel like, and like I think I said this before, he may feel like he knows it all, or even just like a, you know, even just like self-righteous, okay, like a self-righteous kind of energy, even, okay, or just feeling like, you know, just solely, you know, maybe just judging things based off of just his own personal experiences and what he feels like, you know, he knows, okay, or the wisdom that he has. But the energies that was going on at that time, okay, and Venus was opposing his North Node, you know, he needed to learn how to be more so in his South Node energies, okay. And, you know, Gemini again is all about communication, okay. So maybe even something about communication here, you know, maybe something like communication was off, you know, communication was wrong, or even just since he does have Gemini in his South Node, you know, he may have been okay with this, but okay with communication, but it may have been the people who he was involved with, again, you know, his friends, his associates, okay. Megan, okay, you know, this was probably a South Node relationship, a karmic relationship, but very toxic, okay. You know, or just the people that, you know, it may not just have been her per se, but just even just the people that they may have had involved, okay, or just their form of communication, how they were communicating, or who they were communicating with too, you know, who she may have been telling their business to, or vice versa, okay. That may, you know, very much have well played into you know, why things happened the way that they did, okay. Could have very much, you know, well been who the people that they had involved are just in their business, okay. But I also really heavily feel like, you know, mixing business with pleasure, okay. I feel like they either should have just stayed friends and do business, or been in a serious relationship without all the other, you know, toxic shit going on. So yes, that's about it. Okay, so you guys let me know what you guys think. You know, and that's all I'm pretty much gonna get with this video, okay, because I've been talking for a minute. And hopefully, you know, that might give y'all a little bit better understanding as far as, you know, the situation with them and their relationship and their chemistry, and just, you know, just their own personal you know, personal traits, their own, you know, personality traits and things like that. Okay, and yeah, love you guys, and you guys be beautiful.